welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Cora. Welcome to my library.
But I know it's not perfect, but maybe that's what we need.
Today we are doing the Before I Read discussion for Clockwork Angel by Cassandra Clare, the first book in the Infernal Devices trilogy. I haven't read any of Cassandra Clare's books since I finished City of Heavenly Fire in November. 4 months since I've been in the Mortal Instruments universe, but I'm very excited to get back into it. Before I actually discuss this book and read the back and all that, the description, I'm gonna try to do a really quick recap of the first series, The Mortal Instruments. Book 1, City of Bones. Clary Morgenstern, who is actually Clary Frey, she has a lot of names, it's really complicated, finds out that her mother's a shadow hunter, and that's why she went missing, because her crazy father kidnapped her. She meets Jace Lightwood, Isabel Lightwood, Alec Lightwood, and her best friend Simon get swept into this crazy universe called the Shadow World. Vampires and werewolves and fairies, and they find out that their whole life has been a lie. Clary finds out that she herself is a shadow hunter, and that's why she can draw really good, and she has all these crazy abilities and stuff. The second book, City of Ashes, that's when they have the big ship where Jace offers his blood to Simon because Simon's dying, and then Clary and Jace find out we're brother and sister. What? Even though they've been together, everyone sees that they're in love. Book 3, City of Glass. They go to Alicante, they meet Eileen and Sebastian. It's revealed that Sebastian is not Sebastian, but the real Jonathan Morgenstern. Jace is not Jonathan Morgenstern, he's not related to Clary, so they can be together now, yay! Unfortunately, Clary's brother is actually insane. He is a demon. He's not the main villain in this story because he's trying to raise up an army of evil shadow hunters. Poor freaking Isabel and Alec lose Max. That just freaking broke my heart. Valentine dies and the whole ward is like, what? Book 4, City of Fallen Angels. The Downworlders and the Shadowhunters have peace because the Mortal War ended. They find out about Lilith and she's like the original Eve, which was really weird. And then she raises Jonathan back from the dead. Jace gets swept away, that's at the end. And they find out about her thing with the babies, that she's like killing the babies and trying to turn them into the Dark Army or whatever. What? Simon and Maya get together and it's like, what? Book 5, City of Lost Souls. Alec and Magnus start having relationship problems because Alec went behind Magnus's back to Camille. Is like, I can't become immortal, but you can take away his immortality. So he was gonna do that. Camille got killed by the crazy girl, Maureen, who is Simon's crazy fan, the head leader of the vampire clan in New York. She scares me. Magnus gets pissed at Alec and the book ends with them Magnus walking away. I'm like, no! Jace is crazy and he's all like, I'm gonna be with Jonathan, he's my homie. Clary's like, no. She has to pose with them and pretend that she's on Jonathan's side, and Jace is not himself. She has to stab Jace, but that's where City of Heavenly Fire picks up because he has the Heavenly Fire inside him from the sword, and he's all like, no, Clary, stay away, I'm gonna hurt you. She's all, I don't care! City of Heavenly Fire. The big war comes down between the Dark Shadow Hunters and the good Shadow Hunters, and we meet Emma and Julian, my ultimate favorite cutie patooties. Poor Jonathan, as soon as he dies, he remembers being a good person, and it just dies, and poor Jocelyn, and they almost got stuck in the demon dimension, but then they come back, and then all my pairings happen. Alec and Magnus, Jason Clary, Simon and Isabel, and even Maya, even though Jordan dies, which really irked me, Maya gets to be with what's-his-face. That's the Mortal Instruments in a very, very small nutshell, and I probably did an awful job at explaining that, but you know what, if you've read the books, then you know what I'm talking about. Now we're gonna get on to this book. Infernal Devices is a prequel trilogy talking about Magnus's past, along with some characters that we were introduced to in the Mortal Instruments, but they were kind of like side characters. They're the main characters in this. So Zachariah, who I'm pretty sure we met in City of Ashes because they went to the Silent City and they met like the Silent Brothers and all that. Zachariah was a Silent Brother, but he's not anymore because he tried to help Jace when Clary stabbed him with the sword, and that kind of like, I think the Heavenly Fire burned the Silent Brotherness out of him, so now he's human again. He gets to be with his lover, Tessa, which I think she's a warlock? They have something to do with Emma. I don't know what their connection to Emma is. I'm like, are they related to her? Are they her ancestors? Like, what's the deal here? We have Zachariah, Tessa, Magnus, and Will. I think those are the main four. I'm not sure who this is supposed to be. That might be Will. From what I've heard, Will is like the best character like ever, so I'm excited. I really like this cover. It's gonna be hard to draw, but I have a light board, so I'm not really drawing, I'm tracing. This is a very detailed sculpture right here, and I don't want to butcher it. I love how they're still doing this, so that when you put them all together, they form something. That's so cool. I will now read the actual description, because I like to read the description. It does better of describing the book than I do, because I'm horrible at this. When Tessa Gray crosses the ocean to find her brother in Victorian England, something terrifying is waiting for her in London's downworld. Kidnapped by the mysterious Dark Sisters, who are members of a secret organization called the Pandemonium Club. Pause! Pandemonium was the club where Clary and Simon were at when Jace and all of them showed up to kill the demon. Is Pandemonium more than just a club? Is it like VFD from the series of unfortunate events? I'm quaking. Tessa soon learns that she has the power to transform into another person. The Magister, the shadowy figure who runs the club, will stop at nothing to claim Tessa's power for his own. Friendless and hunted, Tessa takes refuge with the Shadowhunters, warriors dedicated to ridding the world of demons. She soon finds herself fascinated by and torn between two best friends, James and Will. As Tessa is drawn deep into a plot that threatens to destroy the Shadowhunters, she realizes that she may need to choose between saving her brother and helping her new friend save the world. And that love may be the most dangerous magic of all. Well, that got dark. Wow, okay. That's quite the synopsis. This looks like it's going to be absolutely incredible. I think there's 476 pages because I checked before this video. So that's a good number. It's not too much. It's not too little. It's like perfect. I'm excited to see Magnus because I'm going to miss all of our favorite characters, Jace, Clary, Simon, like all of them. But I'm excited to see more of Magnus's past because it's a well-known fact, Magnus doesn't talk about his past. Like, I wonder if we're going to see Camille. I wouldn't be surprised because they were lovers back in the day. I'm excited that it's in London because this whole time the Mortal Instruments has taken place in New York, and you know, same setting over the course of 6 books for the most part gets annoying after a while. So I'm excited that we're going international. Shadowhunters International. They didn't mention Zachariah, so I don't know what the deal with that is. Maybe he doesn't come in until later, like book 2 or 3. It's cool because this is in like Victorian England, so this is like the 1800s. So like he has like the 1800s kind of garb on with this giant sword, and it's just weird because like we're used to the Mortal Instruments being more modern. I'm curious about how Shadowhunters is gonna be different, like how they work, how the Shadowhunter-ness is gonna be in this time period. Like, it's weird. The one last thing I want to say though is, why is it called Clockwork Angel? Like, this whole thing, all 3 book titles are centered around the word clockwork. So I get the second and third books are called Clockwork Prince and Princess, like, maybe because they're in London they go to like Big Ben or whatever, like Big Ben's like gonna play a big part in this, you know, so Clockwork, and like Clockwork Prince and Princess, like maybe Will's the prince and Tessa's the princess. That's really cool though, but I don't get the Clockwork Angel, like, who's the angel, Wazio? Like, yeah, I don't really understand the title, but I'm sure I will once I start reading the book. Why is it called Infernal Devices? Because infernal, is that like fire? Because Inferno is like fire from like the deep, so infernal devices. Fire devices? Like, oh, City of Heavenly Fire! I love Cassandra Clare. She's one of my favorite authors ever. I love every single one of the Mortal Instruments books, and I have no doubt that I'm going to love all 3 of these. I will see you guys on Saturday for my review for Ferris. I hope you guys enjoyed this. You guys seem to enjoy my videos because you still give them thumbs up and you comment really nice things, and I appreciate that. Thank you. I will see you. Oh, wait, I already said that. I